Oh my goodness, I'm so excited. It is a Tuesday. It is Pimp My Space Tuesdays, and we're back. This is the Deweyi Drive. It's live and loud. And most importantly, it is unapologetically Ugandan. Nengo lyota kakati engeri gyeri unapologetically Ugandan. Njagala okubonga ku bayirivi bannange, abatuuzi balangi nga nze, my fellow interior decorators, abakola waterproofing nga nze, abatunda buli kimu fenna fenna buli omu mu Kuyiriba ko. I hope you fine. Ramadan Kareem. Kansubire nti bannaffe abasiiba ekisiibo kiri mu kutambula bulungi nnyo nyini ddala. And if you're not feeling well, I hope that this show gives you some vibe, gives you some, some time. So diving straight to the point, today is My Space Tuesdays, and we're going to be talking about the power of white, especially in accommodation spaces. But while the topic is about accommodation spaces, I will be hosting a fellow interior decorator on the show later on, and she will show you how, while I'll be sharing these tips for hospitality, she will show you how you can incorporate white. Ewuwe waka, nawe waka ne wawuliranga, the vibe we get in the hotels. So while I'm doing this, I'm doing this. I hope that you really are benefiting. So get ready to learn. I hope we can all learn together and join us on the show right now. If you are already watching live, please send a message. If you have a question, let me know. I will definitely be reading it. I want to send my shout out to Stephen Sebude, to Amy, you were watching on the show yesterday, to Mama Princess and Paul, to Babs and Sissy. Guys, thank you so much for watching this show. And if you're on and I haven't said hello, please let me know you're on. I'm definitely going to send my shout outs to you. So abanda bisiza right away, oba abanda bisiza. Every day I talk about abatula bisa, oba should I call them suppliers, the people we work with. Okay, for example, as an interior decor, tukola n'abantu, I will come and take measurements of say curtains, or I sell a client paint and I'll recommend you. You're the best. I trust you know how to paint this design. Ate omuntu n'atukeri nabina nga ayagala kutwala client nga yogera ebitakwatagana. Guys, these are partnerships. Let's respect partnerships and keep working together without sabotaging each other in business. Abantu abakola ebintu ebyo, you spoil the power of partnerships. Munda bisa nnyo. And my guest of the day, like I said, you'll be meeting her in a bit. La Serene Interiors is her company. She's a mother of two boys, like myself. She's a mama of boys too, just like I have two sons. Anyway, you're going to meet her. She's awesome. She's exciting, and she's got great energy. Kakati, let's go to the power of using white in interior. Student anyhow, number one, why do you notice if you go to a really good hotel and you go to a room, what are you going to find? You're going to find white linen. Why? Because white, as a guest, you'll feel like this space is clean, this bed is clean, because white togenda kulaba obiku bwekiba togenda kulaba nfuufu, togenda kulaba staini oba ya musaayi oba ya biki, because zino colors endala zino prints zaffe zimanyi okubeera enzibu nti yes, you clean them and all that, but with white you're sure that there's no spots. And that is the whole point of a hospitality space. Omuntu aveewe nasula in another place, in a hotel, in an Airbnb. Why? While they are paying to stay in that place, it's not a free space. Otherwise, yandikubidde mukwano gwe obiwe ojiwe namgamba, I will be in Kampala on this day, I will be in Bale, I'll be in your town, wonna woli awali your accommodation space, your Airbnb, and please host me for a night. Naye agamba no, kanonye Airbnb space, kanonye a hotel, a guest room, nsuleyo asasule center, because tayagala kubeera inconvenience. And also the other thing is, if you even tried using white yourself, white is really easy to use. Abantu abakulu tebazannya gogolo nti bannaye engoye z'abaana bato tugenda zinnyika zinaatukula ddi. No. Engoye z'abantu abakulu, bleach is your friend. Bleach and detergent. Kasita amasuuka gano, these beddings, curtains, whatever it is, especially the bed linen, nti ozinyika bulungi. These things will be really clean, and whatever the stains the guest leaves on, they'll get out. And even the detergent you use and the fabric, tuzita tutyazi, Dowries and whatnot. I'm forgetting the name, but yeah, you get what it is. You can use that and leave the linens ngaziwunya bulungi. So obviously, where I'm white, there's a space I was working on last month. Yeah, February, Jan. It was an Airbnb somewhere. It was a studio space. My clients, nangamba naye bakresi bano naddala abagwira batera okubeera abakyafukyafu mbategedde ababeera batya okubeera abakyafukyafu. Why are you recommending white? Why are we shopping a lot of white? Nemugamba, yeah, because that is how it has to be. It has to be white, and you have to be the one to maintain it. You cannot control the guest's habit, but you're in control of the experience you give them, and that is how they come back and keep recommending you, right? Yeah. So I know there is worry, there is fear of some guests are really untidy. The way they want, nagalariously. But it's your job to clean these spaces and leave them feeling hospitable. And there's something about white. Ochimanyi nti space never room never kabera katono. No yalango kozesa white duvet covers, white whatever it is, pillow cases, linens, throws. It's easy to accessorize. Because I am so much into us as hosts in Africa, Obama Uganda, to incorporating a bit of our culture into these spaces. Kakati mama kozesa white. Nensulako ekikoyinga kino, nensulako ekitengi, nensulako something. It's going to look beautiful. It's so easy. And even let's say white walls, if the walls of that room are white, it's like a plain canvas. Nti nchakwangulira okufuna art pieces ezigenda ku kisenge ekyo. Naye omuntu bw'aba ayingira oba guest yaleka akutteko oba nga atamidde n'asiigako whatever it is, I can easily see it and wipe the walls. And apart from that, naawe bw'okuba ebifaananyi birabika bulungi. There's a lax look to white. Oba olaba nga kyekyo. And also colorization. Omanyi nti ebintu ebiri colored, ebirina colors bino bisiiwuuka. Ogenda n'olaba nga wano wakyali dark bulungi, wano wafeedinzeemuko, kubanga tugambe guesti yaleka nga akubiyewo ekipaapi wano, a big or bad stain, whatever the stain, without spoiling your day or appetite. Kakati mukwozo okwo mwagala okugyawo stain, awo ne wafuuka nga wasiiwuse nnyo. Naye nga bwe biba bya white, you just soak in bleach. And also white vinegar, distilled white vinegar, hydrogen peroxide. All these are things you can use to make your whites look so easy. We'll talk about cleaning these white fabrics some other day, but there are lots of solutions that make you as a host, omuntu running a hospitality space, omuntu achaza, okubanga you focus. You actually save money. Kubanga kakati bogule echimuli cha pattern eno. Pair muchitegeeza wetaaga pair nga 10 with pair nga maybe 50 with different floral prints and whatnot, but white is white. It doesn't matter how many pieces you have. They might be few naye nga wagula quality nungi and you're maintaining them really well. Nobody's going to say every year, every month, that room, that Mufa Pendo Airbnb looks white. Why? Not because it's lax, it's colorful, but also we're walking into a room. It gives you a cozy vibe. We're turning on a light. We'll take a candle. There's that warmth, It gives a coziness, It shows if there's a problem, any stain on the bed, for me as a host, it would be easy to see. Now when God guest or Jagama, oh no, this is white. Guess what? Maintaining engage. And even if they don't, it still will be easy for you to prepare this space for the next person. And you'll have major mark. Walk in a hotel. Imagine you walk into a hotel, no sange, musuka. You're already feeling like ew. No sanga towels ngazili colorful. Nazozi na prints chukumi. You can feel comfortable. Will you feel oba senga nagize otandika okuloza ku sente z'obawadde and all those things, because once in a while you're traveling for work oba ogenze kulaba ku bantu bo naye nga maybe ne bookyalidde toyagala ba inconvenience nga and you say kansasulire we nansula, but how would it feel nga bakususiza mu bimuli bya kala 10 ate biri ebinene nnyo birumya nawo omutwe ne bireeta ne kamunguluza you know. So it's actually a hotel marketing tactic. Like serious hotels, you're not going to find those million floral no. Okay, sanga prints, they'll be in the bed runner, they'll be in the throws, in the details, in the accents, and that's what makes interior decor what it is. So I know there's also someone who is feeling like, but white and cream, I'm tired. Well, we'll talk about the other colors, but the truth is that if you're looking for class to give a really comfortable, clean, safe, like we are safe space for you, we are clean. If you're like in Mufapendo where it's a shared space, guess namanyant unatasuza abana be in this in our bathings. Abana bante bintu bino bichi beyond. And just to remind you, I'm about to call our guest Fiona. See, if you go on Airbnb right now, you will see our Mufapendo. It's a new listing, and that is where we're shooting from right now. And the first 3 people to, you know, to book, you're going to get a 20% discount. But again, if you're not booking, you know, you can put us on our wish list. It's a way of supporting us. Again, Mufapendo on Airbnb. We are a fresh new listing. Look at what our space looks like. Look at what our room looks like as I am preaching what I'm practicing, what I preach. And if you're a business owner, you're running a hospitality space, you're thinking about going into Airbnb, and there is small nitty-gritty details that are disturbing you, feel free to contact us. We'll be putting a number on the screen for you. We can talk interior. If you love what you see that we've done with the Mufapendo room, and it's still a work in progress, but you understand the power of white and how white has made that space look nice. And I'll be showing you eventually in the subsequent shows different things you can do with the space, especially when it's a space you're hosting, your guest room. White continues to stay, but how else do you add color? Because some people feel like maybe white, and then there's also people who feel like if the white is too much, it's giving hospital vibes. That's where you bring in the accents, you bring in the greenery, you bring in the lighting. I mean, to mention it's so color with that space. But I will remind you, for me, without a doubt, white does make a room look spacious, and it's a luxury. You can't be talking lux and you're talking colors. You're talking white beddings, white linen, and white instantly elevates a space. Chigezeko in a space you're in, and you try it, you're going to see that space will definitely look awesome, suddenly clean. Your partner, your husband, your boyfriend, or yourself even will be thankful to yourself. And also it gives minimalism. Omanyi olusibeera n'ebintu bingi nnyo byonna twagala tubikozese, ebintu bye twasikira, ebintu bye baatuweereza okuva ebweru, ebintu bye twagula on our trips, byonna twagala tubiteekeyo, tulage guest ono nti tufaayo nnyo, era eno room erimu ssente nnyingi nnyo. You've gone to such places where you can tell this person new money esente zaakajja, buli kimu nga kiri mu room emu, mulimu glaasi, mulimu wudu, mulimu it's allowed, yes, but nga mulimu like 10 different styles of interior decor. Princess amusanyisa China n'aziteekako, ebyamusanyisa Dubai n'abiteekako, bweyagenda ku South Africa n'ateekako, like all those places. You know the places you love to travel to, and you know where you do your shopping. Byonna ngo bitadde mu room emu kutulagako. No, we come, with time we'll learn how to incorporate our sweet little things, mementos into our spaces without being cluttered. But today the topic, just to remind you, is the power of white in accommodation spaces. Why use white when you are into the hospitality business? Respect your guests and put in the work. Sigamba banange ekikulu ekifo kirungi yeah, you can even go online. You see lots of spaces where the owner honestly did not put any effort. Naye because abagenyi oluusi muna ekifo kyo kyekiriwo, probably kyekisinga okubeera affordable, probably because you don't get lots of bookings ofunirawo chance, and then you keep taking your guests for granted. Let's elevate. This is 2025. Let's do better, but little by little. Ebintu bino birabye nti tebiriimu ssente. It's just an art. Sebya ssente nnyingi. Just an art. Essuuka empya enjeru osobola ozifuna ne mu kikadde. N'edduva enjeru osobola ozifuna ne mu kikadde. So, is it about the money? No, it's about knowing these things. It's about having the knowledge. It's like when we're talking white, and even the white walls, they don't have to be the super bright. Some people don't like the super bright white walls and white everything because it gives hospital vibes. But like I said, incorporate little accents. That's why we say the power of white and African prints. Because we are in Uganda, or in host mu Uganda, naye abagenyi bo obajjuziza ddiko owe Dubai owe Pakistan owawa ewaabwe gye bava kati guest agenda okusula in your space nga talinaawo kintu kyalabyeko ki reflecting a bit of Ugandan. Maybe you used pallets, Ugandan wood, like small touches, obuntu obutonotono naye nga busobola okulaga nti okay, I slept in Uganda. Bwakuba ekifaananyi nakiweereza abantu ewaabwe nabagamba I slept at this place and it's truly Ugandan. It could be just a small thing. Maybe wasula karana k'ekitengi. Maybe like small things. Things can be better. So we'll talk about the different tones of whites in lange. Mwagala nyo manyi tutunda lange. We are paint for you. Tujatuka wow. But I think right now, my producer, is it the time to call the guest? Yeah, I think this is about the time that we should be calling our guest, Fiona Matama, right now. And you're going to get to know so much about her. This is one of the most hardworking girls that I know. This girl, she is a go-getter. She works really hard. But most importantly, she knows she is the best person to tell us why Tom Kosoche Hi Fiona.
Hi Jackie.
You're live on the Deweyi Drive, live and loud.
How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. We're authentically Ugandan. Fiona Matama is a Ugandan. How are the boys?
The boys are fine. How is the family, Jackie?
We're good, thank you. And Fiona, right away, by the way, feel free to speak Luganda where you please in a show yafe freestyle. Yafe bana Uganda. Okay. So I do know that you run Laseren Interiors.
Yeah, Laseren Interiors.
Naye nga tetunagenda nnyo mu byewaka. Laseren yeeyo eina ekintu kyekola that interests me that I actually wanted to ask about. Just a second. Where is it? You said it's about sustainable spaces.
Yes, sustainable design.
Sustainable design. First, tell me, what is sustainable design?
Sustainable design. I'll just break it down for you. Okay, let me start with an example. Sustainable design is the kind of design where, just a second. Okay, yeah. Let me just power my phone. It was running down.
Oh, sorry.
Just a second. Okay, sustainable design is the durability of design. You do not just place things in your house just because they are beautiful, just because they look cute. But you go ahead and see that and make sure that there is sustainability to the element that you are bringing into the house. For example, when you are choosing a certain pattern or a certain texture of tiles in your house, you should have that element of health and sustainability as well. If it is wood, have the element of sustainability. Are you using the cardboard, or you're using mahogany, or you're using mogavu? What you take it up? Yes.
I love
that.
That's it. Yeah, sustainable. Bigenda kukolera. Ate biwangale n'okuwangala. That's interesting.
And that's where the vintage comes in. That's you look at something, and most of the vintage elements that we are seeing right now that are selling art crafts that are selling over $1 million, they had the sustainability element in procurement and in its manufacturing. Yes.
Nti omuti ogulaba n'ogamba omuti guno mukadde era baguseera ono wood takyalabika. Absolutely. Thank you so much. Now, Fiona is a mother of 2 boys, and I can tell you this lady is so clean. I have seen her space, and it's awesome. Today, we're talking about the power of white. I was talking mainly about white in hospitality spaces, and I want you, as a mother who is into interior decor, to help a woman listening in today. Is it possible kubeera n'abaana n'okozesa white mu nju yo? Kisoboka?
Very interesting question, Jackie. Yes, I would say 100% possible.
How?
Have white linen and then have children. My 2 kids are below 10. I have an 8-year-old and a 4-year-old.
Imagine 2 below 10.
Yes, they are boys.
Uh-huh.
But why I say it is possible, because white is washable. It's easily washable.
True.
White brings calmness and serenity to the environment.
No doubt.
White will bring a kind of relaxation. There are reasons as to why most hotels, 5-star, 3-star, 7-star hotels, specifically work around white linens. There are reasons, by the way. Jackie, have you ever found a hotel that uses purple linen?
No, hell no.
Thank you.
But I do know some spaces where people have ebimuli and
Those flowery
mumasuka, you know. Yeah.
We need to sign them out of our homes, by the way. But white linen is something. It portrays cleanliness. It portrays purity. It is white. It is welcoming. White is well known for neutralizing energy. White is very well known for neutralizing different colors.
That's true.
That's the beauty of white linen.
Let me ask you something. If you have children, and that is your biggest worry of kakatinze ngenda kwala nti amasoga ga white, like you said, your kids are below 10, choka bana balinzi bamanyi baline fujjo kakati ng'oliye buli lwa shopping anoonya black, dark brown, grey, kwegamba nga yeewala ekintu kyonna ekya white kubanga muzadde aba asobola oteekamu ka white naye nga ka white bwakalaba ew'omulala kamusanyusa.
Kamusanyusa mwattu.
Kati ye abaana akola atya nga yeeraliikira kakati nze naabyoza ntya ye naabikuuma ntya ate abaana njagala babeere free. I don't want to restrict my kids at home. They must play.
I'll go back to the saying that I think it's in the Bible, Jackie. Allow me to take you there for a second. That I think it says, I'm not certain of the scripture, but it says, I think, discipline or groom the child in a way you want them to go. Our kids are groomable. Please allow them into the spaces. When they darten the white, show them that it has been dartened. And work together with them, even if it's a white couch. Tell them, get your scrubber, get jangu tukute, and they will, with time your child will appreciate white and clean stuff, because you don't want to groom a dirty child simply because you could not just groom them right. They go to school and then you see a parent carrying brown bed sheets. Really? Brown bed sheets?
Era agamba omwana ono agenda mu kisulo mbadde njagala kala ziri eri omanyi abaana b'ekisulo bakyafu.
You're basically grooming a dirty child.
But is it right to send your child to boarding school with white towels and white bed sheets?
It is possible. I've seen parents who actually, Jackie, I'll give you an example. I grew up with a mother, may her soul rest in peace, who basically told me, when I grew up, I think it's in about secondary that I realized that it's normal to put on other colors of panties. I grew up putting on white panties.
Wow, that was a serious mother.
White bed sheets.
Noyiga.
And it's now that I realize that it's the culture that I carry with me, and I appreciate that you see white and you appreciate the cleanliness and the purity that comes with it.
Interesting. And beyond, like we said, beyond worrying about the children, and even us as adults, we struggle to maintain clean spaces. How does someone start? Ngomuntu ayagala nnyo okuba omuyonjo nga even right now as they're watching the show they're thinking kale uli abantu boogera ku white naye nga n'ebikala bye byalina ebingi. They are stuck like agamba naye tutandikira wa? Where does someone start on this journey to clean up?
Okay, your question is how do we start the journey of using white or being clean?
Yes.
Okay, I think I'll start with saying that First and foremost, let us declutter your home, Jackie. Are we together? Let us declutter room by room, closet by closet, cabinet by cabinet. Let us declutter and make sure that we are working with a certain neutral colors or certain colors that are friendly to you and certain colors that you can incorporate and you can manage them, and we can also train you on how to maintain and manage neutral colors, especially white. Let us start from there.
For starters,
throw them out. No, let us start from your bedroom. Okay. Why are you using brown beddings?
Abana. I tell you n'abaami abazibu who don't like to shower. Don't you see stories women tell me, oh, they shower.
Unfortunately, that is an area, Jackie, we can't help, especially if someone doesn't want to shower. As interior designers.
But if you went ahead and put white, he will shower.
Sorry?
If you go in, you'll feel like actually you must respect this space. Like, hey, it's too clean, can now.
Exactly. It's more like psychological torture for him. So that, madam, you have to say white carpet.
Boy, child will take a bath. Yeah, but we see the stories online.
Put white pillowcases. I swear to God, he will scrap that head of his to make sure his sweat is not even seen. Hey.
Okay. Anything else you want to share in relation to us using white in our homes as a sign of cleanliness? And also, I do know that the reason people love to hang out in hotels, it's because these are things we are not doing for ourselves in the home. So when you go out, you're like, I love being in this place. Now you don't know why you don't want to be home, because that place has done the cleaning for you.
Okay. Why people love being in other spaces, especially hotels, where they have done all the cleaning, all the deep cleaning is, I'll give my reasons. White linens contribute to a clean and hygienic environment, first and foremost. They are easily washable and can be sanitized at high temperatures. Jackie, you will throw a white linen in a washing machine and it will not produce any white color. I've not seen one, at least.
No.
It will not produce any white color, unlike the purple dresses, the purple beddings, where you just soak them for a night and in the morning the water is purple. The water is purple because it's holding allergens and bacteria. But the white linen that is thrown into the high temperatures is able not to trigger allergic reactions because it has been heated very well to kill the allergens and bacteria. That's why most people choose to go to hotels that have white linen. It is a health element as well. When you sleep in white linen, it's a different kind of sleep.
The sleep is peaceful.
Exactly, it's a different
the
kind
sleep
of
is sleeping.
It is mental and it is a health element. There is a health element too.
I like that mental. You spoke of mental wellness because of the kind of space you're in. Yes.
Yes, exactly.
I love that. So there's an element of mental wellness, and even mentally. Kasitotuka mu kifungo uli wakasa. Eri abantu bangi nge wakati ayagalayo era nga tatuulayo olunnyo kanga agenda n'akirringako awantu bw'aba alinamu kasente n'agamba nga they're not doing anything wrong, but they feel like ennyumba yantama. You know, sometimes clients approach me and they're like, ennyumba yange ntami, I don't like my home. Come and tell me, what can we do to make it better? You know that feeling, eh?
Yes, Jackie.
Does that happen to you as well, where clients come to us as interior decorators and they're like, you know what, I just don't like my home, I don't feel happy in my home?
I think it has happened to me on several occasions. By the way, most of our clients don't love their initial homes, simply because by the way, we are not blaming you and their clients.
No. Yeah, we love you. We're just trying to talk about this. Yeah, true.
But most of our clients, unfortunately, engage us last minute, and they say, Jackie, where are you? Laseren, where are you? Come and throw a few cushions here, throw a few glasses here, a few vases here and there. I have visitors on Easter. Now you see that Easter is coming up.
They are going to come, yes.
They are going to come rushing.
Usually when there is a celebration coming up.
Remember, they had time to engage us from the grassroots of the project.
Yes.
Here you are painting maroon in a sitting room.
Yeah, and kale ziriko mbui kale no yeriko kati. Teka mweno yeriko.
Here you are painting green in a sitting room. There
Oh.
are reasons as to why in
Burnt
hospitals-
orange.
Burnt orange. Jackie, there are reasons as to why hospitals paint white, blue, and green. It's a health and mental issue as to why they
Calming
paint.
for your mind.
You will never find a hospital that has pink unless they are not okay.
No.
Hospitals are
Except the
painted
kids,
white.
even the kids' wing is white. They just put
And-
stickers and
Yes, white, a light cream, a blue, and a green. And those are pharmacies, those are clinics, and those are hospitals. There is a health and mental aspect to it, but people do not know. For you, you get that dark green and put it in your bedroom. Whereas we have sophisticated colors as in interior design, which are really rich. Are we together? But there are reasons as to why I will tell you that paint an ash gray in your bedroom, because there is an element of mental sleeping to it. That when you paint an ash gray, it is going to calm your nerves before you go to sleep, and sleep is going to come easy for you. Now you paint a yellow in your bedroom, and you wonder why every day you wake up stressed, you wake up tired, you wake up, you don't even want to be in your bedroom. It's simple. You did not paint the right colors in your space. That's it.
So colors. By the way, I know someone is watching and they're like, usually people tell us that, but you interior decorators, we are the ones living in these spaces. Stop advising. Someone told me, he's one of the people I work with for furniture. Let's do this and that. Client wanted this, but we wanted that. Madam, agenda tujja ku ssente. Customer tomuwa magezi. Ye bw'abanga entebe ayagala ya pinki tumuweeyo. Nemugamba no, but after that agenda mutama. Ate tukole tutya. Customer tomuwa magezi. Bantu bajja kutuddukako. Yes, I know that there's that fear if I tell you the truth as my client, that this may not go well, because clients also have feelings, and I love to do a job where the client really, really had a say and they are happy as long as it's not going to harm them. But I also don't want them to feel like engaged. So I once went to a client's house somewhere in Entebbe Road, and they had worked with a decorator who had allowed them to use burnt orange throughout the living room, and now they were depressed.
Oh my God.
Yeah, and I think for me, the way I saw, they told her that's what they wanted. So sometimes the decorator is also working with you, and they're trying to collaborate because you're not listening. But sometimes let's meet halfway. The orange, it's a beautiful color, but maybe if it was an accent wall, and even those accent wall things, I'm no longer such a fan of theirs.
You see, Jackie, I think I want to go back to the thing of our clients need to trust us, because we are coming from the side of expertise, we are coming from a side of experience, so they need to get to a level of comfort. By the time you're booking Deweyi interior design, by the time you're booking La Serene, by the time you're booking Spicing Homes, you should know better that that they are good at their job.
Yeah.
Allow them counsel you and guide you into a direction of building your retirement home, building for you your space that is going to produce more business. Imagine getting into an Airbnb that is orange. I will check out and ask for my money immediately.
You'll get a headache. I already feel dizzy thinking about it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, I think we should meet halfway, like you said. Clients should be able to understand that as interior designers and trust.
We wish you the best.
It's okay for them to dig and understand how far we have gone into educating ourselves.
Yes.
It's okay. It's their part to play. But if you trust me on your project, I needed to take my counsel and advice, because it's coming from a place of sustainability. I want you to enjoy your space after some time. I want, after a long time, I want to create a timeless space for you that you and your family will enjoy day in, day out.
And that is the word timeless. Is when you use the color white. There is no year you're going to say white here, Rico. No. White has been here. It's not going anywhere. But this thing of this is the color of the year. Every year, by the way, you've noticed in interior design, every year they'll say red is the color of the year. Green, by the way, I need to check what is the color of the year 2025, because people believe in these things, but by the end of the year, so when next year if they say red is the color of the year 2025, I need to confirm what the color of this year is, but just same. And then in 2026 they say no, now we're all moving to green tones. So every year you're going to repaint your house.
Jackie, you see, I think I am a different kind of interior designer, and I want to so much believe that my element of sustainability and health element to interior design as your partner in sustainable design, I want to be able to create spaces that are timeless and also create spaces that are not trendy.
Yes, that is me.
Exactly. That is the space I want to create, that even after 20 years, of course, there are few changes that you'll have to make because the space evolves. Yes, you're in one bedroom, but it's going to evolve. You're going to outgrow certain things. That is okay. That is only natural for a client to outgrow certain things. But at least give them 70% of sustainability, 70% of timeless elements that you are using, than me saying, okay, every other year, Jackie, come and paint. Jackie, Teresa dining. Jackie, the console you gave me is so gold.
It's everywhere. It's in every house. Every home has the same.
The same center tables. Those three funny things people are putting around.
Exactly. And that's exactly.
It's trendy, but
the
not
trend.
timeless.
Yeah, because then somehow, and also Fiona, you mentioned something important.
Yes.
While we're talking about the use of power of whites and fabrics, we also want to make it easy for you, because not everybody watching the show today is planning to do an Airbnb, planning to work on a lodge or a guest house or a hotel. But what Fiona said about trends is so dangerous. Trends are very, very dangerous. Houses right now look the same. They are the same in Uganda, Kenya, and Tanzania, all the way to Nigeria. We all have that marble board.
Then there's float panels. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, floated panels. At least for them, some of them have that wooden tone, and yeah,
Marble
I can.
stickers.
Yeah, the marble sticker. My goodness, and you know, guys, those stickers, I would. If you want to invest, they are really good quality tiles that can give you a natural look. That is, you don't have to have that marble sheet across your walls. I've seen people doing it in the living room.
And Jackie, we have also we have also artistic painters.
Yeah, you can do art.
We have artistic painters who will literally create a wall that is as beautiful as you've ever imagined.
Ate ne bakasitoma nammwe temulina okwebeereramu. There's so many beautiful things, like she said. Buno bulanje nga situko nga bunyirira. Naye kasitoma bagamba bano baagala kunziba. Then you go for that Chinese thing, board, and then you put it across everywhere.
Some customers, okay, njagala kalike wakole wa Jackie.
Ako kenyini, ako kenyini. But for me, usually what I do when I do, because usually work comes like that anyway. When I come to your space, I'll in a way advocate for change, so that you do not do something different from what I did for someone, you know. Because somehow the homes are looking the same, and I don't like it.
Exactly.
I don't like it. We all have a different story. Your home should tell a story
of yourself and your family.
Exactly. You should walk into this house and tell that we love Uganda, we love African art, we are Ugandans, we are what? Yes, we are Africans, we are into the small things. They don't have to be big things. But I should walk into your space and tell the story. And tell me, maybe for someone who is going into Airbnb business, and for them their biggest fear has always been, why white? I don't like white. I'm a pink girly, so I should have the space pink to reflect me. My clients will love me. They will book because of me. And why you Katib? I don't know how many minutes we do have here, producer.
I know your pink girlies, your green girlies, your burnt orange girlies, but here you are not. Let me blow your little bubble. You are not the end consumer.
Yeah.
As long as it's an Airbnb space that is going to bring cash into your wallet, you are not the end consumer. The end consumer is in Sweden, who is going to fly into Uganda to go and see see some falls, some waterfalls, to come and see how the African setting in Uganda. That is the end consumer. you're not the consumer, high chances you will never even sleep in that Airbnb space that you are renting out.
Okay.
So do yourself a service and get an interior designer and an interior decorator to start off the project right and make sure that they give you the best there is, so that it can cash in for you. The interior spaces are not cashing in simply because they're ugly, simply because they're not functional. Why do you have an Airbnb space that doesn't have an office, somewhere like an office setting? Give me a chair where I can sit. Give me a small table. I am coming from Canada. I am tired, but I need to Zoom
Do your
with
work.
my friends back home. I need to sit somewhere and take coffee. Why do I have to sit on the bed?
Exactly.
Give me a kitchen that is functional. Why don't I have a coffee maker? It's cheap. It's just 100,000. Sorry to say. Give me functionality in your Airbnb space. Give me functionality. Why do I get to Airbnb space and then you completely... There is this shenanigans that is going on that Ugandans are saying that sometimes they have to lie to customers that our network is down, or...
Because they don't want to offer Wi-Fi?
DSTV is down. Are you kidding me? That is what makes your space functional.
Yeah.
That is what is going to attract me. You have Netflix. I want to watch movies as a client.
Make me comfortable, in other words.
Yes, make me comfortable. Why do I have to come to your space? And yes, we have Ubers, but how about you attach certain services to it? And you don't even need to attach. But once I come, have a conversation. Or is it your first time in Uganda? Get to know me as a client. Or do you want to see certain spaces? Work with an Uber company or work with an Uber person. Eat off a commission off that Uber. Tell them I have a client who wants to go around Kampala for 3 days. Eat off that commission. You don't need to necessarily just cash in on only the Airbnb accommodation.
Amazing.
There is more to it.
Amazing, girl, Fiona. I want to take our viewers on a room tour of the Mufapendo Stays, one of our rooms, and the power of white and how we've used white to, just spruce it up. And it's even on a budget, but just to teach them something. So I would like you to give us maybe your closing remarks.
My closing remarks?
Yes, and anything you feel like, maybe I didn't even ask about it, but it's like akatale keka.
Okay, I would say that how best can you use white? Try to incorporate a few things on white. Put a lace, put decorative items, add some embroidery to it, just to make sure that it's looking exquisitely good.
Yeah.
When it's an Airbnb space, accommodation space that is going to make money for you, we are Africans, guys. We are Africans, have the African element to it. There are these myths that when you use a Deweyi DNT, you are witch doctor. Who says so? There is nothing as beautiful as using that cow hide, that cow skin, and put it as a centerpiece. Oh my goodness. You don't know how many whites, how many blacks would appreciate that African setting. You do not know. Because it communicates our culture. It communicates everything about Uganda. Jackie, I shared a photo with you of one of the Airbnbs I did in Nalia, and the photos that we put there, we went and took beautiful photos, aerial view of Kampala's busy spaces.
Oh, wow.
And my client says that one of the clients that she got was, I think, from Canada or Sweden. She said, the client firsthand said, get me someone to just take me to these beautiful spaces. I just want to see them. Instead of just printing out a normal photo, flower photo, and put it there, add some natural African elements to your Airbnb space. Imagine going to Canada and you don't even feel the culture of Indians. You don't feel the culture of Canadians. You don't feel the culture of America. There is not even a flag. We have a beautiful flag.
Yes.
Black, yellow, red. With a beautiful crested crane in the middle. Do you know how colorful we are as Africans?
Yeah, very true.
We love color, but play right with color. You can play very well with color and make sure when you magic it's looking as beautiful. Kwate chikoyi, chisaleko, chiteke one of the cushions in the sitting room. Chiteke cushion, put on some of the cushions in the bedroom. My goodness, the beauty that will come with it.
Yes.
I am telling you, the beauty our culture is so rich and so beautiful. Let us make sure that we use African elements in our space.
Wow, Fiona Matama, Lacerene Interiors. I do look forward to hosting you so often on these Pimp My Space Tuesdays as we take people around interior decor, the world of interior, and explore the possibilities and make our spaces better.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Jackie, for having me.
Thank you so much, my dear. I totally appreciate your time. There was so much learning from you. Oh my God, you're awesome.
Thank you, dear.
All right. So yeah, that was Fiona Matama Lacerene Interiors, and she spoke so much about really usable tips for me. They are the usable ones. And of course, as she was closing, she said some very important things. You are not the end customer. If you're in a hospitality business, why should you worry about white? Why should you feel ashamed of African prints? Because when you travel to the US, you go to the most expensive places and you have your fabrics from there and you want to show them off. These people, your guests, they're probably coming from those places. Now they're here to experience a little bit. I'm going to take you around Mufapendo space briefly and show you how, like Fiona said, Uganda, Africa is so colorful. There are so many small things we can use. You can use a basket. You can use, like in Mufapendo States, we do have these little cute bicycles that show the African lifestyle, the Ugandan lifestyle, an African man, a Ugandan or Muganda man riding his toke on the back and you know, coming to you with this toke. And it's sweet to look at. It's just small little things that really tell a story of where your guest is coming to. And also talking more about the African interior decor. She spoke about the chikoi, which you're going to see how we use the chikoi in a simple way, but in subsequent videos and subsequent shows, I will be showing you how you can incorporate the different fabrics and in different styles, add a touch of African or Ugandanness to your space. Look, that was just a simple chikoi turned into a bedrana. And do you see those pallets? Yeah, they are holding those artificial flowers. Of course, because of the kind of space, it was not going to be easy to maintain the greenery in there. So their flowers, yes, the natural ones would be the best, but sometimes you have to look at the possibility of keeping these flowers alive. They are very good, they purify the air. But what we did to add the Africanness, the Ugandanness, we did put them into those palettes, and I think they did it. There's a lot of woods, as you can see, as you look into that room, that Mufapendo room. It's still, like I said, it's still a work in progress, but I wanted to show you how with so little you can do so much. It's so clean, it's white, it's just black and white, but yeah, the beddings are all white. When you come to sleep in such a bed, you should feel like, yeah, these people took time, they cleaned, and there are those accent pillows, they're also white. But in subsequent videos, we'll be showing you how we will keep playing around the rooms and the spaces, and at the end of the day, I hope that you're also learning. These are really simple ideas that you can use to pimp your space. And this could be your room as well. So simple, but so peaceful, so calm. The towel is white, as you can see. And that cute water bottle is just there chilling. There is that car. Oh my goodness. Yeah, it's giving me so much joy, but if you're just joining the show right now, this is Deweyi Drive. The Deweyi Drive, it's live and loud. We are unapologetically Ugandan. And most importantly is we come to you daily, Monday to Friday, with different days. If you missed yesterday, which was a Monday, Monday is about love, lies, dowry, marriage, and all those things, matters of the heart. And today, Tuesday, is about Pimp My Space Tuesdays. And these are some of the small and very, very simple things we can do. I do hope, so that is the room, that's what it looks like. And I wanted to show you some of those baskets around the Mufapendo stay space, those little African bicycles. Yeah, we're actually able to find them. Our producer has been able to find them. You see that little elephant there, you see that African bicycle just seated in a shelf, a simple shelf, by the way. Do you realize that you don't need the most expensive things? You just need to be mindful of what kind of character you're trying to create. So yeah, that is a toke. The toke was falling down. No, it actually is not falling. It was tied like that because on the, what is that called? Kameme? Is that the kameme? Stewart. Akakantu kegali mabega kabira kameme sicho. Kariya y'eggaali eya Ugandan man oyo etuddeko ekibbo kya menvu ebadde situdde, and imagine now there's also that basket that that's a basket on one of the walls in Mufapendo. You see, it is art. It was just a basket that was covering a chipbo, and there were two of them, so we've turned them into wall art, just sitting on a wall in one of the spaces in Mufapendo art. We're incorporating African in very simple ways. Like Fiona was saying, sustainably, these are natural fabrics. This is just a basket, a woven basket, but it is made in Uganda. It shows a touch of Uganda. We didn't have to spend an arm and a leg to buy it. It actually is, what do they call it? It is recycling. So we do have that welcome sign. We do have that artwork there that was done by my cousin, Sozi Ivan, and he was showing someone playing the, I think that is the adungu. Is that the adungu, Stewart? Yes. My producer, by the way, is a music producer, so I had to make sure I'm doing it right. And one of the art pieces you see that was done by my friend Tenana Magulu, it is an art piece with a map of Africa. So you see, all the art in here in Mufapendo does tell a story, and that key holder, of course, is a wooden piece saying you're welcome. Yeah, and there's that heart there. That is a Zulu heart that came as a gift from South Africa, and it's there. That is one of our bimbos there, and it has been put in a grouping there. We'll talk about the power of groupings in one of the shows. So we created a set of 3, 2 baskets and a mirror, and I think it came out beautifully. It is simple art. When you see this wall, you can tell the people in this house are Africans. They are Ugandans, they are Africans, but whatever it is, I hope that in that simple, small way, I have taken you around Mufapendo and some of the decor around and just showed you how to incorporate the African prints or African decor, because it's very okay to mix styles. Now, like a bit of minimalist or a bit of minimalism is actually a tricky one. Minimalism is almost, things are really neutral, keeping really minimum things may not really be minimum, but there's a mix of African and contemporary. I should say contemporary, yeah, because you notice the flowers are not even natural, but you can mix styles. You can even mix 2, 3 styles. There's also a maximalist style, which works. I think one of the places that I've been to that used maximalism really well. It's beautiful, but it's a maximalist. It's Casa Deweyi of Suochola. I don't know if you have been there. I think sometime I should check on Sue. I haven't had them in a while, but if it's okay with her, we could show you that Casa Deweyi space now. That is what they call maximalist. If you have been to Casa Deweyi, and I don't even have pictures of that place, but you know, I hope sometime. That is a place I could pick off head that is maximalist, because it has different styles. There's you could see art pieces from different parts of the world and at different interior decor designs, including Uganda, including what, like, it's maximalist and it's beautiful. So you can put different styles together and it's very okay. So at Mufapendo we incorporate African art and some contemporary art and a bit of modern. You may not even realize it. So it's a blend. It's a blend and it's really simple. We do keep it simple. Simplicity is very important. If you're not a maximalist, I don't know. If your space is maximalist, I can work with it. I used to somehow be maximalist, and I'm trying to work backwards to tone down, because sometimes with maximalism, you end up having so much stuff if you are not careful. I don't know how many minutes I still have my producer, Stuart, because I might be running out of time. Oh wow, we still have some time on us. Do we have any messages online? I would love to read them. And if you're watching, please drop me a message. I would love to read your message. Is there a topic you want us to handle, interior decor, about pimping your space, or even yourself? Do you have something you would love us to see and learn? Are you a DIYer, a DIY guy or girly, and you know how to make things beautiful? Those simple ideas. This Pimp My Space is about, we thought of this segment not just because we're into that decor space, but also to learn and grow from each other. The consistency of us talking about certain things can help us grow and do better in interior design. And also we spoke about the paint. Yeah, not just the beddings and not just the decor, but even the paint. There are those, Fiona was so mad about the bright colors that we're putting in our living rooms and our bedrooms, and she's so right. You probably are thinking, but these people, they are making us all go what, neutral and what, but there are ways to incorporate color if you love it so much. You having your cream or your calm color walls. There's so many calm colors, by the way. This is not white per se, but do you see how calm it is? So these calm and neutral colors. There's creamy off-white, there's soft ivory, there's muted pearl white. I'm eventually going to have to come with a color palette and take you through that book and show you on the screen the different tones if you would love it. But also, just to recap on what has been said, to re-echo what Fiona was talking about, hospitality managers, hospitality entrepreneurs, we are not the end consumer. Usually our guests come from all over, from abroad, and they're looking for a little touch of our culture, a touch of Uganda, a touch of you. Small, small things that bring out the you, the Ugandanness, and they are like, oh, this is cute, this is Uganda, where can I have this? Could I have this as a souvenir? You understand? Or even if they just took a picture and they're like, oh, I took this picture in Uganda, and there's that picture of that man with his mevu on the career on the bicycle. You understand? That's just one of the ideas. And then mental wellness. Think about the mental wellness of your guests. Let your guests be relaxed and calm and happy and comfortable. And again, let's go back to the budget. Not that everything we say must be done instantly, but do what you can. Start with what you have. But as you're doing what you can and you're doing the most with a small budget, eventually you have more and all the basics and essentials. The list is big, the list of essentials, but you have to start. So as you start, let's start with white linens. Let's start with white towels. Let's start with small bits of Ugandanness, small bits of African culture, small things that show that actually you are a Ugandan. And eventually I'll show you some other art pieces that we do have around Mufa Pendo that are Ugandan. So they're scattered across in small bits, but they bring joy that when somebody walks into the space, they feel like, yeah, these are Ugandans. And this space is thought out. Not very expensive, not so much money is involved in making a space beautiful. Yes, the budget in the long run looks big for any space, but it's not like that. It's not about the money. It's not about how much and how heavy your budget was. Just have an eye for small things. Most importantly, to start with what you have. If you love color, yes, we can put our color through cushions, through the accents, through the bed runners, through these patterns, through the linens. It's very possible to incorporate color, but most importantly, I do hope that your takeaway today was, let's not follow trends. Trends change every year, all the time. Let's try to go for timeless looks, relaxing spaces, because your mental health matters. I am so excited to have you stay with me all through and through. It was not easy to put in so much time, but this show, so much research goes into this show, so much work goes into, and energy. My producer, Stuart of Club Records, he puts in so much. My creative producer, creative director, Enoch Suga, they all put in so much. There's so much backstage that goes into making sure that the Deweyi Drive happens live every day, live and loud, and stays unapologetically Ugandan in whichever way we do. Webale nnyo oli wakabi nera bashowe banga oyina byoyagala twongeremu. Feel free tubiongeremu, as long as it's gonna make you happy. Let's continue the conversation going here on YouTube or on Facebook. I'm on Instagram and I am on X. Wherever you are, let's keep talking. Tomorrow is a Wednesday, and you know Wednesdays are awesome. Wednesday is parenting, right? Yeah, tiny humans. Tomorrow will be about these tiny humans, and we'll be talking about them, parenting them. They're tiny humans, big drama. Do your kids throw tantrums? My son, he wants milk and he will fall on the floor. Yes, can you go and say, like mommy. So we're gonna talk about all those tantrums and the joys of parenting, and I'm so excited about tomorrow. I hope that you'll be here. Take care. Beijo.